Are you still creating slideshows the old-fashioned way? Let me show you a tool that can upgrade your presentations instantly. Hey everyone, I'm Jamie and welcome to Teachers Tech. I've been exploring this new presentation platform called Gamma. Recently, I showed it to a few friends and colleagues, and every single one of them was excited to jump in and try it for themselves. So I figured, why not make a video about it? In this tutorial, I'll show you how Gamma transforms your slides from dull to dynamic, plus how you can easily export your projects into PowerPoint or Google Slides if you need more flexibility. Whether you're a teacher, entrepreneur, or professional, Gamma has something that will make your presentations truly stand out. Let's dive in. I'll put the link down below to Gamma so you can quickly access it. Just to let you know, no one's paying me to do this video. This is just a product that I got good feedback on from showing people, so I want to show you. I'm going to be demoing from the free account, but I actually do have a paid for account as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get signed in with my free account. I'm all logged into Gamma here into my free account. I want to point out I have 360 credits left. When I started this free account, I had 400 each time I create a slideshow. It was 40. If I want to get more, I can quickly upgrade and you can check that out yourself. Now I'm focused on the presentation in this way of using Gamma, but over on the left, I want to point out they have this beta one to create websites. I'm going to do a different video on this one, so I'll link it when I'm done that one. But we also have AI images where you can create new images inside here. But going back to Gamma, I'm going to focus on the AI to create the presentations, but I want to point out you can create them from blank too, and I'll show a little bit about that at the end of this video. But let's go ahead and create, and we have different ways that we can create our presentations. You can paste from text, you can generate it with a prompt, and you can import file or URL. So I'll just demo a few of these here. I'm going to go click on generate here. So what I want to know is, in this case, is going to be the future of AI in education. So that's going to be my prompt. It's going to generate an outline. I want to point out with the free model, I believe you can go up to 10 cards, and then you'd have to upgrade if you want to have it longer here. So it's going to be a presentation that I'm generating. I'm going to go ahead and just do the generate outline, and it goes through, creates this really quickly. And then I can pick a theme. So what's the theme that I would like to have? Let's pick this one right here. And I can go through, adjust the content on here. You can see the image source is going to be AI images, image style, and I can pick the model. I'm just going to go ahead and click generate. It goes through, and you're going to be impressed with the speed of this. Watch, this is all live time as this is getting created here. So this is going to be, I believe, about 8 slides, and already you can see the amount of time that this will show. I'm just going to give it a happy face here. Actually, I'm going to skip this. So if I take a look at this presentation, it has the AI images that it created inside. Look at these images here. Look at the style of the template as I go through each of these here. So I'm going to click on the different cards of this one. So how quickly that was created. All this can be editable too. Just like if you started from scratch, I can click into any of these and start editing. If I didn't want this here, I can delete, write what I want, Control Z to put it back. You'll see I have different options to change the card. All of these things I can change. Now I can present from here too. So I don't have to use this as a PowerPoint or Google Slides or transform it over. I can present from here and it becomes a slideshow. So I could use my arrow keys to go through this way. If I hit escape, I go back out of it. I have a link here that I could share with people. So if I wanted to share, you can see I can give this link and share it with people, and I could present from here without even having to take it into any other format here. So you get these different options. Now I can export this as a PDF, and I can export this as a PowerPoint. So that's what I want to point out here too. So if I click on this, export this as a PowerPoint, I can open it up in PowerPoint and edit. And once it's in that PowerPoint, I can bring it over to my Google Drive and have it transferred over into Google Slides. And I'll show you that. So here's the PowerPoint. I downloaded what I showed you, and I just clicked on open it in PowerPoint, and you can see how everything, the formatting stays the same, and I can still edit any of this just like a PowerPoint. If I wanted in Google Drive, If I go back over here, so it downloaded over here as a PowerPoint. I should have titled something, but not a big deal. I'm going to go over to my Google Drive and I just have a folder open that's blank. If I go ahead and take this and drop this into Google Drive, remember PowerPoints you can convert over to Google Slides, or you can play PowerPoints right from Google Slides too. So I have this that's going to be less than a minute, and I'll open it up. So here it is in my Google Drive now. I'm going to go and open it up. You can see how everything the same is on it. I can go through, I could edit this point. It's still a PowerPoint if I look at the extension here, but it works fine from Google Slides. If you want to convert it, you can go to File, and notice we have Save as Google Slides. As soon as we do that, it's going to change it to Google Slides. So now if I go back into my Drive, I'm just going to refresh this. You should see two. One was the original PowerPoint file, and one is Google Slides. Both will work. I'm just back here in Gamma. I want to point out you can make quick changes to the theme. If you want a different one, just go ahead and click it and adjust all the different cards at once. And I also want to point out this over here. So take a look at the different options you have. Export will get you to the same thing that I already showed you. We do have a version history also, and you can see the different features that you can do within Gamma. I'm going to go back to Home right here. So just clicking Home will bring it back. It will now be part of my different Gammas that I have. You'll notice if we want to send to trash, we can do that. We can duplicate and share from here or rename. Now I want to point out a couple different ways. I'm not going to go through the same process again, but if we go with Create from AI again, we can paste in our text. So if we go ahead and paste in some text, and if I had notes, and let's do the AI in education, all these different notes here, I could paste in. I want to create a presentation still. I can go continue, and it will walk through the same part like I showed you before. Here's the information. We hit continue, we pick our theme, and then we generate. And then everything's the same from that. So this presentation was created based on the notes that I gave it, and it went through. Again, look at all the images that it puts in, a very clean presentation. The other way with creating from AI, you have the import file or URL. You can upload a file, could be a Word document, PowerPoint, import from Drive, import from URL. So those will be the information that your presentation is going to be created on. So you could take maybe a presentation you already used in Google Slides or PowerPoint, and it'll give it an update, fresh look to it. If you want to start from scratch with Gamma, just go ahead and go New from Blank. And you'll see that you'll get the options that are pretty easy to understand how you work it. So I can go ahead, add title. I will point out, if you just use the /, you're going to get all the information that you can quickly add in. So even if I was going to go and add some math in there, you can see all the different options, and these are going to be interactive as well. So if I was looking for, let's say, a pie chart, notice as soon as I do this here, how it gets placed in. And I'll just leave this as the example and hit to X out. So I have it, and this will be interactive in the presentation. So you might just want to use Gamma as the presentation and forego even moving it over to PowerPoint or Google Slides. So what do you think? Is this something you could see yourself using? Take advantage of the 400 credits you get for free. Test it out to see if this is something you could use. Thanks for watching this week on Teachers Tech. I'll see you next time with more tech tips and tutorials.